Welcome to Tactics and Touchlines. Today we are going to have a discussion about the England national team. Their head coach, Thomas Tuchel, in his recent comment said he can't field Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, and Harry Kane together in one lineup. And a lot of English media are on him. These are their three best players. So why are you telling us you can't field all these three players together? Today we are going to go into details. With these three players playing together, how are England performing? And when they are not playing together, also how are England also performing? Don't forget, this show is brought to you by MYBET.AFRICA. They are giving us amazing odds on any games coming up. This November, MYBET.AFRICA is telling us that we should try the Aviator and Casino games. That is JetX, Aviator, Spin to Win, Fruity Beats Express, all their casino games. You don't need to wait for 90 minutes to cash out. With just a few minutes, you can be able to get amazing money with MYBET.AFRICA. So scan the QR code, use the free bet code TTPOD to also get free 10 Ghana cedis. Don't forget to make your deposit and enjoy their casino games coming up. And on your losses, they are giving you 10% cash back on every losses that happens on their platform. That is amazing. If you are winning, you are taking your money. If you are losing, MYBET.AFRICA is compensating you so they can get extra money to also bet on their platform. So go onto the description, click the link and register and be part of the MYBET.AFRICA family. I want us to go into statistics now. Thomas Tuchel joining England, they've had 12 games. With these 12 games, it's only one friendly against Senegal that they considered 3 goals. Apart from that, they've kept clean sheets in all their games they've played. And they were the first team to qualify for the World Cup. Most people are saying he's the ideal man to take England to that glory of winning the World Cup. To me, I always value Tuchel as a coach who knows how to play tournaments so well. If you watch Chelsea's 2020 to 2021 Champions League, he played a tournament so well, conceding just 4 goals to be able to win that Champions League. So when it comes to tournaments, I'm not surprised with the performance he's putting out. And he also made in a comment that there is no time for him to experiment. He is now going into the game, putting his starting 11, even against any other team they play against. But the main conversation today is about the comment he made on Phil Foden, that is Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane. And we are going to look at statistics. When these three players play together, what is the statistics? And when they don't play together, what is the statistics? So let's break down the statistics. So with 3 players playing together, that is Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, and Foden, with 16 games, they won, that is 9. They drew 4, and they lost 3. Goal per game was 2.3. Goal against was 0.9. And winning rate was 56.2% when 3 of them are playing together. And when 3 of them are not playing together, or one or more is not in the team, they played 33 games, won 21, drew 6, lost 6. Goal per game is at 2.2. Goal against them is at 0.7, and the winning rate of 63.6%. So with the statistics, you'll be looking at goals against and also winning percentage. And I think the winning percentage is very high, 63 compared to 56. Do you think Tuchel's comment on these 3 players is valid? And also, how should the English national team, especially with these key players, take this comment from the coach? So let me start with Prince. What do you think about this comment? And with these statistics, do you think Thomas Tuchel is right?
All right, thank you for such an opportunity. And going into this comment from Tuchel, I think he's right. And the English media are the ones making a whole issue out of this. When you look at the way Tuchel plays his ball since he came into this England setup, you could see there's a difference between what he's doing and what the former coach Southgate was also doing. So you could clearly see that. I think in a conversation, he also made mention that he can't take 3 number 10s, that is Morgan Rogers, Phil Foden, and Jude Bellingham all together to the World Cup. Because with the way he set up his system, you can't play 2 number 10s. No, he can't do that. It limits the team. It has a way of making a team so rigid in the midfield, because he needs the Declan to. Declan can play both 8 and 10 together. So if you pair him with either Morgan Rogers or Phil Foden or Jude Bellingham, it complements the team better than you having to play a natural number 10 in there. So I don't think there's anything wrong with what he said. He made
so looking at this, in their last call-up, Jude Bellingham wasn't called. and this one he has been called. This one he has been called. Don't you think this whole conversation is about Jude Bellingham not being part of his plans going forward into the World Cup, especially when it comes to the starting 11?
Okay, so the last time, the reason why I didn't call Bellingham was he picked up an injury at the Club World Cup coming into this season. So I think he was not fit, so we couldn't have called him.
But no, he played 2 games for Madrid that time.
Yeah.
But being a national team player, still he was like, no, he doesn't need him as of now.
Personally, I don't think it is something. It has something to do with Jude Bellingham. I believe so that the English media has a thing for Jude Bellingham when it comes to this protecting his image and protecting how good they want him to look before everyone. Fantastic player by all standards, Jude Bellingham. I personally like that guy so much because he adds so much to the Madrid team, and he does so much. He covers a lot of ground that at the end of the game, you realize that guy is a workaholic. So every coach will want to add him to the lineup. But one thing about the English media, people are not taking critical look at that. Because Tuchel is not one of their own. Yeah. That is because it's not in English. There's a way they treat him. There's a way they talk about him. There's a way they make it look like he's not doing an extraordinary job. There's something anyone else can do. But I believe with some of the English games I've watched this since he came in, I think his style is different. His style is unique. His style is helping. It's going so well for him. And I don't know why the English media are so keen on pushing the agenda of him not doing an extraordinary job. But trust me, if he goes with this team to the World Cup, they are certainly going to the final because they have what it takes to go all the way to the final and probably lift the trophy.
Okay. Ralph, with Tuchel's comments, don't you think it's basically about team balance? Because he's looking at Harry Kane can give you that drop-off as a number 10. Yeah. Phil Foden can also give you that drop-off as a number 10. Jude Bellingham, being a workaholic, can do that box-to-box as a number 10. So this comment is not directed to the players, but he is looking at the balance. What is your take about Thomas Tuchel's comment?
Ben, when I'll take off from where Prince ended. Prince ended a bit. He said, "Yeah, because Tuchel is not one of their own. They are really they know how to go up, yes, to tackle some of the matters." He says. So I'll ask them, which of the English managers has a better track record than Thomas Tuchel? None of them. Yeah. So you just allow the manager to work. Now, Ben, the issues surrounding Jude Bellingham, man. Bellingham created these issues for himself. We watched Jude Bellingham at Borussia Dortmund. He was in a more deeper position. Jude Bellingham played in a more deeper role at Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, a very strong workaholic midfielder. Nimble-footed. He can dribble, he can pass, he can tackle. Everything was perfect. Ticked every box. He went to Real Madrid, started scoring, and then he wanted to change his role in a bit. Ancelotti last season, when Ancelotti was there, made a point that Jude Bellingham is not tracking deep whenever they are defending because he wants to add goals to his game.
Goals to the game, yeah.
Exactly. And adding goals to your game is fine, but not at the expense of the team's effort, not at the expense of the team's balance. The team has a way of playing, and you want to go against that in your interest to make sure that you are getting your numbers and the team will be at a disadvantaged position. That is a big no. Thomas Tuchel, before even this matter arose, last week, Ben, I don't remember if I said this for you. He said he's not going to build it. Nobody is bigger than any player in the team. He's not going to build his team around one player. And that player was Jude Bellingham. Yeah. And I feel some sort of ego has set in for Jude Bellingham, if I should put it that way, because of the club he's playing for now. He sees himself as the Zidane and the untouchable one. But Thomas Tuchel, that manager, he's a very, 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 very direct and a strict guy. Yeah, when he was at Chelsea, Ben, there's this Ghanaian journalist who's in London. He said, "Look, if you make a mistake whilst you are playing for Chelsea, the way Thomas Tuchel will yell at you, the only player Thomas Tuchel found it difficult to speak so harsh against was Rudiger, because Rudiger was also somebody who wants to do everything perfectly. But aside from Rudiger, he gave it to every player. If you misbehave, he'll give it to you directly. Jude Bellingham will not, Tuchel will not kowtow or succumb to Jude Bellingham's ego. Either he bends Jude Bellingham, he will tell them that either Jude Bellingham will play to how he wants, or you drop him. Now, on Phil Foden has not had the best of seasons. Then, for the past 2 seasons, he won the player of the season, I think 3 seasons ago or 2 seasons ago. And after that, his performance has dropped. Harry Kane is untouchable. And Ben, Harry Kane, I can guarantee he will deliver for you perfectly. He will drop deep, receive the ball, move into space. But Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden are the problem now. Currently, that central midfield role, Jordan Henderson is in proper position to be in that World Cup squad. But Jordan Henderson is in a good position to be in that World Cup squad because he also understands how a central midfielder plays. He has that Jurgen Klopp's workaholic style in him. Thomas Tuchel like boys who can run and work very hard. And if Jude Bellingham will be a team player, is also another matter altogether because Bellingham is now a big boy because of the team he's playing, because of the exposure he's gotten at Real Madrid. So Ben, Thomas Tuchel, trust me, he will do well with the team. He knows how to select his play. He will not be too biased. He will not look. He's bigger than some of the guys there. He's bigger than the players. Ben, I made mention of Mohamed Salah. I made mention of Mohamed Salah being a bigger player than Ancelotti. But in this instance, Thomas Tuchel is a bigger manager than the players there.
Oh yeah,
because he has seen all in terms of club football. The Champions League, he has won them.
From
the other trophies, he has won them.
It's true.
Yes. So there's
nothing. I want us
to
look at this side. Looking at their double pivot role. Now, Declan Rice and Anderson, Watson, and now, if Jude Bellingham needs to drop into that role, does he come ahead of Declan Rice, Watson, and Anderson? And in that 10 role too, they have Morgan Rogers, Eberechi Eze, that is Kopama also coming in. So now looking at those two positions, a player like Jude Bellingham or Phil Foden can feel their quality in that role. So do you think going forward, these players need to now prove at the highest level that they can come ahead of everybody that goes into those roles?
Ben, you have to prove. Hey, I'm jealous of the England national team. Thomas Tuchel has a pool of talents to select from.
Yeah.
Show me why I should select you to be part of the team. Show me why you have to command a starting place. Look, we are entering into the business end of the season. Ben, players are going to show how the quality they have. The moment you drop, somebody takes over your position. I'm so happy. The competition.
Even with Lewis Kelly and the City guy.
Yes.
And O'Reilly.
Yes. Ben, don't forget, Kyle Walker left AC Milan to come and play for Burnley because he wants to go to that World Cup.
World Cup, yes.
And that one
so
is
I think
also
with the national team, every position they're having 2 to 3 qualities.
It's a competition. It's a competition.
You understand? They have quality players, so you have to prove. The goalkeepers, they have the pick four, they have the Nick Popes, they have the quality. The quality is there. Some players do not make the national team, which is understandable. Even Trent, Ben, it's shaky for Trent. If Trent doesn't sit up, it is shaky for him. Trent wanted to play as a midfielder, but now that midfielder is choked. He should pray that his game time at Real Madrid will increase. He'll be having some assists and some goals to his name, and then he'll make the World Cup team and other players. So Ben, Thomas Tuchel, as you said earlier, I think for the first time, England is going to a tournament, and I'm fully confident about their team. But the Spanish guys, Charlie, they are on a different level. If they can match up to that level, then I take them to be on that side too.
Okay. So we share our comments on Thomas Tuchel's statement about Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, and Harry Kane not being able to play together. Let us know in the comment section what you think. Can these players play together? How can he set up for these players to play together for him to have a balanced team? Let us know what you think. Is Thomas Tuchel being too harsh on these players, or you think he's trying to look at the balance and do the work that has been given to him? England wants to win the World Cup, and he's trying to put things together so that at least he can win them the World Cup. Let us know in the comments. Share, like, and also comment with what you think about this statement. Thank you all for joining us on Tactics and Touchlines.
Thank you.